All right, so this is going to be a short overview video, but like I mentioned in other videos, I have Google Analytics on my site. And the main reason I have Google Analytics is I want to be able to track conversions. So when someone loads the page, what percentage of people are going to this generate page? What percentage of people are actually registering? What percentage of people are coming down here and trying to actually sign up and generate an icon? How many people are actually trying to buy credits? And I'm trying to learn all this because I've never really done Google Analytics before. I've always worked on internal sites that are like private. So like we don't care about analytics. We just care about delivering features. But when you have a public site that's like a SaaS product, you need to be able to tune and kind of find ways to make your conversions higher. How do you make people click these buttons? How do you make people buy your product? What do you need to change on your landing page to make this more compelling for someone to buy? So with all that being said, I do want Google Analytics or some type of analytics on my site. And Google Analytics is free. There's some downsides of basically they track everything everyone does, which is, Google's got a bad rep for that. But in order to be compliant with a lot of European laws, when you make a website that's hit by a European user, you need to have this modal or a banner or something that basically tells them that, hey, this website is using cookies to do something, right? They're tracking something with cookies, and you need to allow the user to basically decline or accept and understand that, hey, when they use this site, they're going to be tracked. So what I ended up doing is I brought in this React cookie consent. This one worked pretty fine, just kind of imported it, and I automatically got a little banner at the bottom. And the idea is I'm showing the banner, and when the person declines, they will never see the banner again because I'm storing this information inside of a cookie, like their preferences. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird that you click decline and it sets a cookie to store like their preferences. Maybe that should be in local storage or something. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is I have this banner, and when you click I understand, it's actually going to dynamically load the Google Analytics scripts and put them on the page. And if you click I decline, it'll never do that. It's also tracking the value of like if they declined or accepted inside a cookie as well, so that when they come to the page in the future, it'll keep track of that session or that setting. So watch now, when I click I understand, you'll see a Google Analytics cookie pop up here, and you'll also see some network requests to Google to kind of start tracking stuff. So let's go ahead and click I understand. Notice that it set cookie consent to true, and then we have 2 Google Analytics cookies set. Go to network, we see that it's starting to call the collect page. And now for that point forward, if I were to refresh this page, it'll start calling collect automatically. Now let's do the same thing. Let's clear the cookies like that. Click refresh. For some reason, when I cleared the cookies and refreshed for the first time, there's still like a Google Analytics cookie. I don't know where that comes from, but let's just do it again just to show you that it is completely cleared out. And then I'm going to click decline. Okay, so now that's going to set false into this cookie. And if I were to refresh the page, notice that it never makes a request to collect. Now, to be honest, this is the first time, like I said, adding this cookie header stuff because I don't really make public sites. I usually work on internal private sites. But this is something that you're supposed to do if you are ever making a site that's used by Europe users to protect their data and to let them know that their data is being like harvested for whatever reasons. So how did I actually achieve this? The code's not too hard. Basically, next in this app file, for every page when it loads, I basically do a one-time mount call and say, hey, get the cookie consent value that's in that cookie storage right here. And I say, if it's defined, we will set this to true. Otherwise, we set it to false. And then we check if it's set to the string of true. We just go ahead and load the Google Analytics right then and there. Okay. Loading Google Analytics basically loads in a script tag. It creates a script tag and it appends it to the body. And then it also pushes some stuff to like track what page you're on. So notice here it says page path, Windows location path name. So that's how it's tracking what page you're on. And I think it also sets some stuff up on the page to kind of get that all going. Now, I do think this will only happen once. So if I navigate between pages, like it won't keep on doing that, I hope. Let's click on generate. Yeah, it's only a one-time thing. So I do believe it's still like tracking some stuff. So down here, I check if there is no consent value. I'm going to show that banner to the users. You can kind of customize it a little bit. But when they accept, I basically say load Google Analytics. And when they decline, I say set as consent value to true so that this thing will kind of disappear. And that's kind of all I had to do to get this going. I know it actually looks like a little bit more code than you think it would be, but hopefully that's good. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns about this approach, let me know. I want to make sure I do this correctly so that I'm compliant with the European Union laws, but I think this should be a good start at least. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, press the bell icon, and like always, I have a Discord channel you're welcome to join if you just want to find a place to hang out with some other developers or just ask questions if you're stuck on something. And yeah, have a good day. Happy coding.